NInjaNation! I fucking love you!
Ladies and gentlemen, what is up? It is your favorite ninja, Sets BK1, and I will be your host for the Ninja Nation news today. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. You already know, it's your favorite ninja's favorite ninja. Shout out to all the ninjas in the stream already. Appreciate all you guys for tuning in. As my buddy Keemstar would say, let's get right into it, okay? This is a big one. This is a big conversation that we've been having. YouTube age gate. Now, I want to be funny and stuff and do all this other stuff, but this is a very, very, very serious topic. It's been a topic for like 2-3 days now, and like it's being taken very serious. Especially with Keemstar in the video that I'm about to show you guys. Definitely big shout outs to Keemstar for, kind of getting this information out there, because I wasn't aware until Keemstar put it up there. And I know like 1 or 2 people said it, but a bunch of people have been putting up videos ever since last night. YouTube age gate, as you can see, there's a bunch of stuff in here. We looked up tons of videos. I thought the best way to was to open this conversation up is to show you guys the video. In case you didn't see, I want you to watch it in full. It's only 5 minutes. We're gonna sit here and watch the video, and then I got tons of people in chat today. I got big YouTubers, I got small YouTubers, I got people who watch, people who know about stuff, legal stuff, this and that, all around. We have a huge conversation today, and we're gonna be here, I think, for a while. So we really have to talk, because this concerns every single person who uploads to YouTube. Every single person who tries to make a little bit of revenue off of this, it may impact them. There's legality questions that are concerns, and there could be some trickery going on behind the scenes of YouTube. That's why I'm calling this the YouTube scandal. It's the YouTube age gate. It's just like Watergate. Like they're trying to hide something right now. Shout out to all the people in the building. I love all of you guys. Shout outs to everybody. But we're going to get right into this right now. I want you guys to pay attention. Keem brought this topic up. If you guys didn't know about it yet, I want you to watch his video. I hope I don't get copyrighted for it, but if I do, I'll just take the video down. I'm just trying to spread this information. He wants us commentary. He said it himself. So hopefully you guys learn something from this, and then we're going to open up the discussion, because I have tons of people in Discord right now. All right. We have about 12 to 13 people in Discord waiting to have their opinions be heard, and how this is going to affect us. Because this is a huge impact on everybody. If this is really going on behind the scenes, people need to know about it, and people need to stand up and speak up about it. So let's get right into this. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Let's get into this video, and then we're going to start talking about it.
What is up, Drum Alert Nation? I'm your host, Killer Keemstar. Today I have a very, very different video for you. We don't necessarily have news, we have a rumor. And if this rumor is proven to be true, it changes everything. Over the last couple months, since last fall, YouTubers have been complaining that they have been losing subscribers. They've been complaining that every time they upload a video, that they lose subscribers. So many people were upset about this and asking questions that YouTube responded by saying that they are not unsubbing viewers from channels, which didn't give any of us in the community answers. It just gave us more questions. Last night, I received a phone call from a YouTuber who told me about a conversation he had with a YouTube employee. Over the weekend, there was an event known as PAX East. And at this event where industry people, streamers, and YouTubers all mingle companies, they have such things as after parties, usually sponsored by big companies. And at this after party, one of the YouTube employees was a little tipsy and was in a conversation with the YouTuber. The YouTuber made a joke about the unsub glitch, and then the YouTube employee said that the unsub glitch doesn't exist. He said that the unsub glitch is actually a program that YouTube has been testing out. And this program is a system in which they rank different channels on YouTube in different age group appropriate categories. So if you have edgy content, maybe you're in the age group of 14 and up. If you have extremely edgy content, maybe you're in the age group of 16 and up. And every day, this program that they're testing out goes through, finds subscribers that are underage from the appropriate age group that you've been placed in and makes them unsub. Obviously, not all at once, but a certain percentage every day. And when I heard this, it was the first thing that actually made sense. It was the first thing that actually clicked, because if this YouTube age gate really does exist, it would explain why Leafy is here, a YouTuber who has extremely edgy adult content, would be losing subscribers every single day, because the majority of his fan base, I would assume, are younger. As I said, when I heard this, bells were ringing. I was shocked, but that wasn't it. There was more to the story. The YouTube employee went on to say that they're planning on implementing this across YouTube, and that if you are not in the age group appropriate for that channel, you won't even be able to search it and find it anymore once they fully roll out the program. Hypothetically speaking, if like Leafy was an age group of 14 and up and a 12-year-old was searching Leafy is here, he would not even see his channel. Now, there's no proof that this is real. There's no proof that this actually exists, that YouTube AgeGate is a real thing. It's just a rumor. It's just a story and an after party at PAX that was then told to me. That's why I'm making this video, is because I need you, the community, to research. I need you, the community, to ask questions. I need you to send this video to YouTubers that talk about YouTube, to commentators, to have a conversation, to find out if this is a legitimate thing, to either disprove it or prove that it's real. And if we prove that YouTube AgeGate is in fact real, if this is reality, then we must ask, why hasn't YouTube told us about it? I'm Killer Keemstar. Thanks for listening.
So, we got a ton of things to talk about. Right now, with me in Discord, we got Blame Rob. We got my little ninja Blast King. He's a young YouTuber. He's trying to do YouTube right now. We got Dexter, who also started out. Lunatic. We got Maniac Killer and the No Thumbs crew. Mikey the Player. We got my buddy Chaos in here. He's a tech genius. We got Skizzle Axe in the building. We got Sonic. And we got the real Tim Kane, XPL Jesus, and my ninja Chris. So I'm gonna join in on the Discord right now, and we need to talk about this. We have tons of things to talk about, and we're gonna start off by assuming that this is correct. We're gonna start off by assuming if this is what's really going on YouTube, what does that mean for us? So let's get into this. I'm in the building, guys. We're live right now. Let's start this conversation. I hope everybody watched the video. I know everybody's in the building.
Yep.
Shout out to all 105 of you ninjas in here. Appreciate you guys for listening and tuning in. Ask questions. Join the conversation. If I miss some of your questions, please repeat it. I'm just going to be very engaged with the conversation that is taking place right now. All right?
Skizzle can't hear you, Ninja.
Yeah, Skizzle can't hear you.
He needs to leave and come back. I don't
Leave
know.
and rejoin, Skizz.
Yeah. But let's get into this. We all just spoke like beforehand, and we spoke in a DM last night, and we made great points. Now we need to bring this conversation to the community and see what they think about it. We need to make everybody start using their heads. If you create content on YouTube, this involves you. No matter who you are, no matter how big your channel is, no matter what. If you intend to grow, if you intend to progress on YouTube, this impacts you. This has an effect on you. If this is true, is it fair? First off, let's ask that. Do you think that this is fair in the eyes of the creators on the platform that we drive, their website?
It's absolutely not fair on the simple fact that YouTube is 80% children.
Absolutely. Major point about that. Chaos, didn't you say last night in a DM that, like, what was the percentage of children or a percentage of viewers? 25%? Now I'm trying to pull out the DM right now. Yeah, but you're absolutely right. What else do you guys think? Does anybody think this is fair? Can anybody argue for it? Or are we all against this?
I'm against it. I think that it should be up to, honestly, I don't think it should be YouTube's call on what children watch. It should be the parents of the child as well as the child's. Obviously, most children don't have kind of a filter or whatever on what they watch or whatever.
It's another form of government implementing Big Brother fucking bullshit again.
Basically.
It's the same thing.
Well, we do have legal issues to talk about. Chaos said studies say that almost 25% of YouTuber followers and subscribers are between the ages of 12 and 17. So 12 and 17. That leaves them in a category where if your content is edgy, people might not be able to even search you. This is the reason why people are complaining about getting no notifications. Their sub boxes, you're not in their sub boxes anymore. It's because they went and they decided you can't watch that. And that right there, I think is impacting our actual rights. We have rights as content creators and users of the website. I don't know what's going on with their policy. I really don't know, but maybe we can get an expert in here to talk about that. Crash was supposed to be here, but he's busy right now. He's doing his taxes. He's hopefully going to join in on the conversation in a little bit. But as for right now, do you guys think YouTube should be transparent with us? We haven't seen a lot of transparency.
They should.
Who's speaking?
As a business, they should.
Yo, can I say something?
What's up, Skizzle?
Yeah, so I'm not sure if I can find those tweets. I'll like link you right now. I'm gonna try my best to. But the thing is, like, I have some test accounts. I made like 3 or 4 YouTube like accounts on different Gmails and whatnot. And I only subbed to a couple of channel, and there was one account I only subbed to my channel with it, and my videos were not appearing in them. And I have actually contacted YouTube multiple times, and everything like they would just straight up say like, nah, there's nothing wrong with YouTube sub boxes. And now seeing Keemstar, what he just said like in that video yesterday, it's just that, oh man, I really don't know. I'm not the type of guy that cusses on streams or make videos that is not kids friendly, but like um it's the YouTube age gate stuff is kind of like I'm not sure like if it's real or not. I'm
Has
like
anybody here ever gone to somebody's channel and noticed that there's no videos on their page?
With a lot of
I've
stuff.
seen it.
Tons of times.
A lot.
Yeah.
That fits into exactly what
Yeah, a lot
Skizzle's
of times.
saying.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of things that go on behind the doors of YouTube that they're not really open with to the public. Like we've been asking for an answer. This unsub thing. There's been everybody knows this is there was the glitch and there was it's not the only thing that happened though. That there was tons of things before that has happened with these sub things where people just lose subs and uploading a video. I've experienced it. Even Syndicate made videos about it. Tons of big people made videos about it. Even PewDiePie called out YouTube because they're doing something that we can't understand. And they're all signs, at least like Keemstar said in the video, at least now this makes sense. We didn't get a straight answer. We have to hear it from a rumor at a party, somebody drunk and gave up a little bit more information, and now we're sitting here with the truth, basically the truth, because we don't get a straight answer. Every time us as a community ask for a straight answer, we never seem to get it. I think we deserve a straight answer for important issues just like this. You know what I mean? Why is this affecting every single YouTuber? I know Skizzle has had problems in the past. How did it affect your channel in a negative way? And I know it can be discouraging to people sometimes just to have shit go haywire and you had nothing to do with it. It was all them.
Yeah, I'm still like trying to find those tweets. I'm not sure if I made like uncut videos. They were like 2 minutes long. Basically, I was kind of like recording myself, and I was making sure that there is no cut at all, so YouTube couldn't like give me any excuses. Oh shit, you just did that just for the sake of like making a point where over sub boxes are broken. No, I recorded an uncut video. And I was showing my sub box. I basically uploaded a video on my channel, and I went on a dummy account, like a test account that I made, and in that my videos were not appearing. At least they were appearing very late, like 8 hours after the fact. But the thing with YouTube is that it's like now or never. As soon as you upload the video, if you don't get enough clicks,
I got
well,
a
YouTube
notification
won't upload it.
for a stream that I did a month later, and I got a notification for it. Why did I even get a notification from my own stream? And never mind a month late. Like a month late. It was for a stream I did tons of weeks ago.
I got one the other day ago about a stream I did 6 months ago. I'm getting notifications for comments that were put on videos 6 months ago that I never answered, that they're probably pissed about.
Yeah,
Well,
the thing is, when Papa YouTube got you, bro, even the guys that you're not sub to, you will still get their notification on your mobile. I have been getting notification from people that I don't know. That means Papa YouTube got them, man. And when they got you, bro, ain't nobody can do shit to you.
I know. All right, listen. People are saying also too, what do you guys think about this being just inactive subs? I know from my personal experience, and just off of the simple fact of yesterday's stream, there is clear-cut evidence right here. People are saying that the unsubs are inactive subs, okay? And I completely disagree. You know why? Because friends of mine, people who donate on a daily basis to me, get unsubbed for certain reasons. Case in point, from yesterday, we all know I did a little charity stream for this little guy, Potato Squid. He subbed to me. He hit me up today and said, I'm mad because YouTube unsubbed me from you.
I have a comment
I
on
get
one
those
of my videos
hit up all the time. And he's a young kid. That fitting in with this concept of the age being an impact, there's your proof right there. Is they keep taking younger viewers.
Yo, just like me when I said that
Yeah, Steven got unsubbed for me. Everybody knows Blast King. He's in almost every Fist of Fury. Like, he get unsubbed for me for no reason, and he's a young kid. So this completely fits in. Inactive Puma was unsubbed. Inactive Puma donates all the time. And he's a mod in my chat. Why would he unsub? He didn't. It was YouTube.
Yeah, same here.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I really believe what happened is that like YouTube sees like if there's an account that is like the owner of that account is a younger dude, what they do is that they see like who that younger dude is subscribed to, and the person that maybe cusses or use like their language is bad or whatnot, and their content is for adult audience, they will kind of like unsubscribe you. That's what I assume, because like everything makes sense, and I'm like 99% sure that this is what's going on.
Imagine the people you see on YouTube gaming at night when they're all got themselves taking a hit off a dab rig and smoking weed and smoking bowls, and imagine all those people, dude. Their channels are gonna fucking die completely.
Well, this could be the way that YouTube's cleaning house. And let's talk about the legality of it, because there's actually a Reddit post on here. The long version states, this is all about YouTube AgeGate. This is U.S. law which prevents websites from tracking most data and having to follow very strict rules, plus acquire parental permission in lots of cases. If YouTube were to identify and act on the information that some users have selected their age as 13 plus are actually under 13, that would be in breach of these laws. There's legality issues concerning this entire speculation, if you want to call it, about the YouTube age gate. It's like a big loophole that they're using to kind of like sort of drive traffic, I feel like, towards revenue. Everybody knows that they're pushing clickbait. They're pushing stuff with watch time. They're pushing stuff that gets a lot of people's attention. They want people to stay on the website. They want people to keep watching ads because then they make more money. So they're pushing that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep. They basically want to promote stuff. Like, okay, so the thing is, they don't care if your video is like 7 minutes, 10 minutes, and whatnot. Like, I got like, okay, so let's say you upload a clickbait video, and that video is like 10 minutes long, and you watch for about a minute or 2 minutes. That video is still doing better, because the thing is, a user, when he sees that the person clickbaited him, what he will do, he will watch another video after that searching for answers. He got clickbaited in the previous video, but he wouldn't leave YouTube, right? Like, let's say if he got answers to what he was looking for,
you would stop watching. Yeah,
exactly.
So they're trying to keep you going around the loop, and that's why they promote clickbait, so it makes it harder to find the actual content that you're looking for.
Yep. And that's like that's when everyone asks like why clickbait works. Like, people will be watching less. They will spend less time watching one video, but they will be on YouTube for longer. That's why like clickbait is working. So I mean, yeah.
Well, you got to remember this too, dude. A lot of the content, like you said, young kids, their mentality and attention span is that of a peanut, dude. 30 to 60 seconds. I know I have a 14-year-old, and dude, he'll get stuck on clickbait all day and not even remember what he was going to be clicking on to look for.
That's true. That's
Because
really true.
he'll just get stuck in a loop and just be like, "Oh, this is cool. Oh, this is cool. Oh, this is cool." And I'm like,
guilty of doing that same
like,
shit.
Yeah,
I
that's
have no idea what
That's
video.
the same
I'm
way it
watching
works
now.
with music when you play music on YouTube. That's why they allow it. They love that category. You know what I mean? They push tons of music on YouTube because people like to go from song to song to song to song.
It's not about one video, it's about staying on YouTube. Either you stay on one video for 2 seconds, but you are continuing your session, that's when they can push you more ads, and that's how they can make more money. Like, let's say if you are like 100% like real, like dude that makes real videos, well, you're gonna watch the video and like all the way through, or maybe halfway through, or whatever, you're gonna get your answer, and then you may stay on YouTube or you may leave. If you leave, then the person that is doing the stuff the right way, well, he's not gonna go anywhere. That's when you can have a dead channel.
Well, it seems to me like they're cleaning house on what works for them and what doesn't. They're trying to filter out. We all know YouTube is a massive platform and growing nonstop. It's very oversaturated with just billions of content creators, billions, like everybody uploads to YouTube. And it's this massive thing that some things drive them money. Everything basically drives them money, but it just depends. They want to filter out the search results. They want to lead you. They want to tell you what to watch in a way. You know what I mean? They want to kind of guide you in a direction where they'll make more money if you keep watching. They're playing with your mind right now. It's kind of like a tactic that they don't want to outright give us a straight answer for.
Nah, they won't. They will never talk about their algorithm and stuff. But the thing is, like, if you're on YouTube, you gotta keep this in mind. Or you wanna do YouTube, you wanna keep this in mind. Like their end goal is to make money. So like you have to think about to help them make money, because if you help YouTube make money, then they're gonna promote you, and of course if YouTube is making money, then you're gonna make money too, and that's when you can blow your channel. But the problem with that is, like, of course you gotta clickbait, and you gotta just I do not know, like it's just one of those things, like why would they do that? But like
Luna, what do you feel
to
like
them,
this is gonna impact your channel? Because you said like you were hurt when the subs dropped, and now the impact. You were just talking about a video you did the other night, and now it's doing good. Let me hear
In the
that.
in the last 2 months, I have lost more subs than I ever have in my channel, and it's kind of funny how I don't really honestly think that it's a coincidence that it stemmed around the time that YouTube was having its quote unquote issues, or its
Yeah.
PMS period, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Um, I've had numerous people come to me, tell me they've been unsubbed to me on a weekly basis. Just every time I live stream, I get at least one person telling me. I have them in my comments. I just got a
Well,
comment recently the
you're
other day.
open on your stream, right? Like you curse and shit. You just like chill. You're just regular,
I
right?
keep it real, yeah.
So
yeah.
they're
Yeah, but
driving their base amount of viewers is children. They're driving that age group. So your age group now is like probably 21 and up, 18 and up. You know what I
I
mean?
went from having 40 to 60 consistent viewers to having 10, and it happened instantly.
Yo,
I
I
noticed the
remember
drop
hitting
when I
100.
was streaming, and I didn't really used to curse, and then at a certain point I just said fuck it, I'm just gonna have some. I just sometimes it slips, and I'm not gonna care. I'm not gonna try so hard not to, fuck it. Everybody
You being
does it on
real.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, just be real, like. And I noticed that impacted the amount of viewers that come around, and like everybody telling me they got unsubbed. Somebody came here recently and said that they haven't been here in a while, but they noticed that they haven't seen videos because they were unsubbed from me. But they came
Yep.
back because they remembered me. Like they just were busy. They weren't watching. It wasn't nothing that I did. It was just YouTube unsubbed them from me, and that's why they didn't get notifications. Sometimes you don't think about people until you see them on the homepage.
It's
That
so
whole thing was working.
discouraging for somebody like me, though, because it's so hard for me to grow,
Yeah.
especially as a streamer, because every day I go to stream and I gain back what I lose, and that's it. How
Yeah.
can I grow if I'm just gaining back what I'm losing every single day?
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally feel you, because like there was a point when I was like freaking killing it, but like I never cuss, but of course like I would say the word God damn it. I guess that counts in.
Sometimes it slips out, man. You can't help it. It slips
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Tim,
God
what do
damn
you
it.
think? Tim
Yeah,
being a
man.
viewer and a fellow streamer, or aspiring, if you want to call it, let me know what
Yeah,
you
so
think.
I'm actually looking into starting YouTube, and I have no subscribers. I have no videos uploaded, but I
Shit.
like to be very well informed when I go into doing any hobby that I have. Like I research everything, and I make sure that I know as much as possible going into it.
Yeah, that's what I did.
And I wanted to make sure that I'm doing it right. So there's I have a lot that's on my mind, and I don't want to over speak or talk too much. But you know me, I like to play devil's advocate, and I always like to see both sides. So the question you guys are saying, like, who's for it? I'm not really for it, but I'm trying to think in their way. I'm trying to think like they are, because that's how you really have to really understand somebody in any situation. You got to think like somebody to understand them. And what
Money.
YouTube's trying to do is YouTube's pretty much to consider them top 1%. They are the top 1%. what does the top 1% want the other 99% to do? They want you to think a certain way. So they're sitting here saying, we got to get these guys to think a certain way. You know, so what do we have to do to get to that point?
Yeah, man.
You know, so we need to wash out the bad, you know, the bad streamers. We need to get back into, you know, the people who have a lot of subscribers and who are within our content and things of that sort. Because now what's going more and more into your videos? You're getting ads. And what do people watch when they can't skip an ad? They got to watch something, and that's their way of direct-to-consumer advertising, and that's a multi-billion-dollar company in this country.
Yeah.
You know, with pharmaceuticals, with food, with anything that's a direct-to-consumer, whatever's a consumer product, direct-to-consumer advertising. That's a whole nother conversation I could have, but that's what I think they're shooting for. Is they're looking for the dollar amount. But here's the thing too: is what's stopping these? What is it, the 12 to 17-year-olds? What's stopping these 12 to 17-year-olds from making a YouTube account and saying, I'm bored in 1996? Nothing's stopping them. You see what I'm saying?
And they do it all the time.
Just and like they do it exactly. It's just like Facebook.
Yeah, you know? Well, and that's how they bypass their Facebook, their Instagram, their Twitter. They do all this. So and then their parents are like, well, how did you get into this? Well, it's pretty easy. I just put your birthday.
Exactly. It's all about adaptation. And to be honest, that's a moral code that, like, you know, you can argue that, or you can agree with it, not agree with it. But, you know, being as a new YouTuber, the only thing I would look at is like, all right, what if they're giving new guidelines? To be honest, I'm looking at it as, all right, well, I'm fresh. I have a new set of rules. You guys are used to an old set of rules. Yeah. I'm not really screwed if I start a YouTube channel now, because I know a new set of guidelines where you guys are used to and conditioned to a certain set of guidelines, where you're like, now what do I do? Because, like, I don't know who was speaking, but they said, you're just gaining back what you lost. And how's that fair? You know what I mean? Like, what are you supposed to do? You weren't doing anything differently. You were gaining subscribers. You were growing as a YouTube channel. And then all of a sudden they hit you with this rock in the road, and, you know, you busted a tire and you don't know how to fix it.
They switched the algorithm, and that's something they're not open with. Everybody knows that there was a change, because it's not just him. There was tons of people up on the rise that just completely got discouraged after. It was just why are you attacking me? You know, tons of people. Even I felt a little bit of an impact from it, but it wasn't so bad. Tons of people lost a lot of motivation to do this, because it's just like, what am I working towards? For them to just keep switching shit. And Crash says we have to adapt. But how do we adapt if we don't know what to adapt to? If they're not open about it, how do we adapt? We have to assume things and play the game of Dr. Science and see what works. We got to try this. If this doesn't work, try this. If this doesn't work, try that. And people waste time, fail after fail after fail. Not many people are going to carry on trying new things.
And who knows, by the time you figure out what you need to do, they might have changed how they work things by then too.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because we're a smaller channel, and, you know, I check my emails all the time, and we know a lot of our subs because we are a smaller channel. And you can sit there and if somebody subscribed to us,
damn, I got hella quiet real quick.
And I can take, I see how many people that have to keep subscribing to us over and over, and there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
And a couple of them are younger kids too.
Yeah.
Not all of them. Some of them's older.
Yeah.
So the thing is, like, I want to make 2 points. First of all, Ethan Game Player, he sent me a tweet and 2 sets as well, and he showed, like, basically he cannot like videos, and I'm also a victim. Sometimes I try to like videos, but it doesn't work. So that's that. But another thing is that YouTube, like, even if you mention, like, you are a 12-year-old, 18-year-old, or 100-year-old, they don't look at that. What they look at is your viewing history. So if you are someone that watches video where there is no profanity, then they will make sure that you don't get that stuff.
Exactly, because they essentially put a queue for you, and it's just stuck within that queue of things, and it will just be a never-ending loop, just like exactly like you said. They'll target specifically to that specific.
It tries to tailor it for you.
Yeah, exactly. It is to tailor it for you. It's to make your viewing experience more desirable and more pleasurable, because
so this way you keep coming back
at more of a fingertips and easily accessible.
Yeah.
YouTube got the idea from Treyarch Zombies storyline, the infinite loop.
DLC 5
YouTube is a cultural loop confirmed. Now, because I have a worry myself, and it's actually what is the specification or the criteria for a channel, to be restricting content? Like, can people under 13 not watch this channel? Like, do they detect swearing, or could it even be based on the games they play? Because Call of Duty is like, 17, 18 in most countries, right? Are they going to go off of that?
If it mattered on the game you played, if you're
Yeah.
playing a mature game that's not meant for an audience, just because you're not old enough to buy it, does that mean you're not old enough to watch it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
And
like
it's probably
swearing
what
as
they'll
well.
start doing it too.
Swearing's a criterion game ranking, so it's like, what? Are you not old enough to hear swearing either?
So
Like, how
mature.
do they actually
And for
determine
mature
it?
games,
Yeah.
let's just take into
Well, the thing
example.
is that these video games themselves nowadays swear, they're vulgar, they're worse than half of us YouTubers.
That's exactly why I said, why should I worry about cursing when I'm playing as Tank Dempsey and he says fuck every other voice line? He's like,
Yeah.
oh, fucking shit. And
Well, on the package
fuck
it says
this.
you got to
And
be over 18 to buy it.
That's automatically going to
Yeah.
trigger the algorithm anyway.
Yo, now it makes perfect sense. Now, looking at people that are currently blowing up, they never curse. Like, they would never say, damn it, God. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Or
would
maybe
never
they
say
play a
that word or-
game like Minecraft where none of that language stuff is going to be an automated voice, like Tank Dempsey is saying, like,
wasn't there
fucking
like a
stuff.
game?
Is that going to get picked up?
Wasn't there like a way you can report people for bad language? I remember seeing that somewhere
Yes.
on like Xbox, right?
Call it games.
You can pretty much report anybody on anything for bad language.
I mean,
Whether they're going to do
So
anything
they
else
have a
on
way.
the
They have a way to kind of like guide them in what's going on. Do you think it's a way to like? Do you think it's the reporting is what's leading? Like people are reporting channels.
It could influence an investigation into the criteria, I guess. But then you never really see a lot of these capitalized on unless, there's like a severe incident or something. It's hard to specify kind of like, general reporting because you don't often see instances where you can say, oh, yes, I reported someone and they were actually investigated and actually punished. Because it's one of those things where you feel, oh, it just happens too often. I doubt they actually look at it. But again, that's just another factor they're never going to tell us. It could influence the criteria. It could influence the future of a channel and someone's entire living just because they got reported for bad language. Who knows? That could be the case. Ridiculous.
Well, think about it like this. We know that this is going to affect us in a major way. And some people who get ad revenue from YouTube, legally, they're entitled to that ad revenue. Because they work hard, we're all advertisers. We advertise for other advertisers. We get a little piece of the chunk that they get billions of dollars to throw their ads on their website. So, legally, this could impact a lot of people's revenue on YouTube. Some people actually do it solely for the money. And not saying whether that's right or wrong, because it's okay for you to put in work and receive a result of hard-earned money. That's fine. Everybody has their idea of working. Some call YouTube, some call it fucking desk job, some call it construction. Doesn't matter. But if people get money off this, and this secret algorithm is affecting their money, there could be a huge class action lawsuit if they're overstepping any boundaries legally and not saying anything about it. That's why maybe they're not open about it.
I mean, like it's their platform and they can do whatever they want to. So I
Yep.
mean, like they don't have to answer anybody, to be honest. Like, but
Yeah.
it's still like.
And there's
not-
nobody with enough money to even try them.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
how would we get answers though?
How many of y'all actually read the agreement when y'all signed
Does
up?
anybody
Word by word.
have an idea of how to get results? Because I feel like it's not going to be 4 or 5 big YouTubers trying to get results. It needs to be a
group
lot
effort.
of people,
It has
a
to be, like-
boycott on YouTube or some
Yeah,
shit.
exactly.
It has to be something that directly impacts them in some way where they need to take care of it or cater to our needs now. It has
All
to
the
be
content
demanded.
creators need to get together then and have a big conversation.
And that's what I'm trying to say. Like, we need to start spreading the word throughout YouTube. Let everybody know about this conversation with the hashtag YouTube AgeGate, and let them know whether you're not for it. If you're a content creator, in my opinion, you shouldn't be for this. you should not be for this. At least you should be for transparency. If we can understand why they're doing it, maybe we could do something to benefit ourselves. You know, maybe
We
we
all
can.
need to go ahead.
Maybe we're responsible in the long run for cursing and the reasons that this goes on. But there's tons of stuff on YouTube. How are you gonna filter it all?
That's way worse than any of the content that any of us or anybody that we know of put the heck out. You know what I mean? Like there are fools that put things out that are just mind-blowingly like mind-altering. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some people are not the same after that content.
Come on, we all remember like the nasty ass videos and all the crazy things that we saw on YouTube.
Come
that
on now,
YouTube directly went in.
steakandegg.com. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Jeez.
Thomas, what's going on, Thomas? I'm doing good. So yeah,
We all need to go at Susan, who's the head director of YouTube or whatever she is, but she's behind YouTube. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, if we go at her, like everybody go at her, like we're probably gonna get answers.
What we need is someone who understands this, like the
Yeah.
rules.
Yeah,
Like,
we need somebody better than
go
just
at it,
us
like,
having a
without knowing
conversation.
nothing. These guys are smart. They know the rules. They know the technicalities and shit like that. Pardon my French, but we need someone like that, man, to back us up, who understands this from a legal perspective.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And here's the problem. I don't want to like be the Debbie Downer on that. You can do it. It's not impossible. But to get to that level, there's somebody who's going to want like a purse to be paid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Somebody's going to be asking something, and they're going to want some money out of it. Anything that deals with something this big, it's going to become big enough to where somebody's going to be like, well, I need to get paid to do this. From a
Yeah,
legal
but this
standpoint.
this involves billions of users. I don't know the statistics on YouTube, but I know that it's in every country,
It's worldwide.
everywhere around the world, and there's billions and billions of people who will be affected by this. Even if you're just that guy who likes to upload a video, you fucking chasing cats. I don't know what the fuck you do, but even if you're a guy who just wants to share videos on YouTube, because that's what it was for the world to share their videos. You get ad revenue. I don't know what's everybody's case is, but you get something for it.
At least
affects
YouTube
them.
for me is an outlet. You know what I mean? I come to YouTube because, you know, I like gaming and I can like get wild on stream and like say outlandish shit. But that's what it is for me. It's an outlet, and they want to block it like that. Yeah, this is gonna spell trouble, man. That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, some people look at this like a form of letting loose, you know?
Yeah, man.
Why do we have to change who we are if we're just told to share who we are?
It's all Trump's fault.
Well, this kind of gets me thinking about, you know, sets we've talked off of stream, and I've had that conspiracy about YouTube becoming the next mainstream media.
Yes, it absolutely is. It's in that direction. This is going to be
because
where
what
people
do they-
come for their news, for their sources. Everything this is the real world, not what the
Exactly.
media tries to sell us. This is real people
Because,
talking about real
like I
shit.
said before, the second Donald Trump said you're fake news, that set the seed, that planted the seed in everyone's brain. Like, well, maybe mainstream look at.
You're cutting out a little bit, Tim. Try to keep the mic at a steady.
I gotcha. But you know, they did when he set that tone, saying on national television, "You're fake news." You know how many people they lost? Well, exactly. But this is like just me going into like why I'm trying to think how they're trying to think. And if a 1%er is trying to not only make more money but control the society and how they think, that's what the 1% does. That's their main goal, because that's how they make money. You know, well, how can we get them to think a certain way? And if they have a large, like you said, sets, it's worldwide. Could you imagine mainstream media worldwide?
Yeah, I can
You
imagine.
see what I'm saying? And that's why I feel like they're this is like the gateway to like you said, wash everybody out. Whoever's cussing and smoking weed on live streams and doing stuff that's just not healthy content for them, they're just going to wash you out and say, well, we're going to limit you to a certain set of subscribers. And now the people that are following the rules and not cussing and they're giving us, you know, PG rated content, and we're going to give them the ads. We're going to give them, they're kind of like cornering out the little guy is how I feel like what they're trying to do.
But
You
who
know
are
what I
them
mean?
to decide that for us, man? That's the like my main thing. From who are you to decide that for me? I get to decide what I want to watch. I mean,
Oh,
I don't
Oh,
mind
trust me,
you.
I understand.
I don't mind you like putting some footage there for me to watch. Like I might like it, but at the end of the day, I get to decide if I'm watching it or not. Now, I mean,
I completely
it's not for
understand.
you
You're
to.
absolutely right. Yamato makes
I
a good
completely
point.
understand.
Go ahead, say what you wanted to say.
Oh, I completely understand blocking some of the people that sit there and smoke weed in front of cam and shit. I mean, I have no problem with them blocking that shit from kids.
I
Blocking
totally
it from
understand
kids,
that.
yeah.
I
Okay,
mean,
we can understand that as far as kids is concerned, but if
How is that? That's
you don't
affecting
know
our
how
channels, though.
old your watchers are, how do you know what to do?
they go
Yeah.
with viewing
that is true.
history. If you watch
The problem
content
with the
that
rules is it's not we're not worried about the kids. Like that's fine. If your content is not good for kids, then the algorithm works. What we're saying is the algorithm fair? Do we know it works because people are being affected by it? Like Skizzle, who doesn't even curse. You know what I'm saying? So what really is the problem? What is the issue that we need to work our way around and adapt to? And the transparency is the issue. The fact that this is all going on behind the scenes. There's no statements on YouTube. There's nobody saying anything. YouTube should just put out their own news broadcast or whatever and update us on what's going on. Not just in the content creator section where you have to click through a million things and see what's new. Like report on it. Spread the news. But they shuffle it in some papers to not let anybody know about it, and you got to go digging for this. It's not even out there though. This is somebody telling you inside information, and we're sitting here looking like, oh, no wonder why we're all getting fucked with. We're not even told this stuff yet. We drive the platform. Every streamer on here drives this platform.
Yeah, man.
Doesn't matter how many subs you have. You can have 0 subscribers. 0. You putting content on their platform helps them. Doesn't matter how many views you get. Doesn't matter. It makes this a sustainable platform.
We are
Every
literally their
content creator
lifeblood.
deserves to know. What were you saying, Sergio?
I said we are literally their lifeblood.
Yeah.
Without us, there is no YouTube.
Yeah.
So,
It is YouTube, but it's not YouTube anymore. It's their tube.
yeah, for real.
It's
Can
not,
you enable the age requirement? Yeah, you can.
you know? So,
Yeah, man. It's to me, it's I don't know, but if they continue like this, is the level of service keeps declining like this, I might stop. I mean, just find another place like to stream my shit on. 'Cause I don't
Ninja,
want this.
You'll
a
see a
good way
lot
to
of gamers
test
probably go
this.
to Twitch.
a lot of people
Yeah,
are already
Twitch.
talking about just switching over to Twitch. I know Skizzle, you made a Twitch, didn't you?
Dude, I have a Twitch, but the problem is like I'm so invested into YouTube like emotionally as well. Like I just
Yeah.
want to do YouTube and not
It's hard
like
to get your
Twitch, but
following to move to another platform too. So
yeah.
everything you worked for, everything you built has to be ripped down and start from scratch. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know, sometimes that happens, but that's really unfair to a lot of people who are going to make that decision. A lot of people
Yep.
are just going to go over. Like, I even have a Twitch, but I don't stream on it. I'm seriously considering just doing straight up Twitch streams from now on because then all this YouTube shit doesn't affect me. Twitch,
I
Twitch
feel
has
it'd
rules,
be-
has guidelines, has a way more loose guidelines than anything else. I think it's a perfect platform. I just don't like the buffering, the pay for subscriptions. There's pros and cons to it.
Yeah.
Another great platform that I find is VidMe, but the problem with that is it's not like to the point where you could put out videos and get a whole lot of following. It's like nowhere near, but I just want to let everyone know like vid.me, it's a platform and it's really cool. I started uploading videos on that. And they are very like friendly, and I would say that the platform is like what YouTube was in 2005, but who knows, like when money gets involved, like it just like corrupts everybody, right? So I mean,
I feel
imagine
like
like they
they're
blow up.
taking it a little too much. It's about money
Yeah.
and not focusing on their platform itself. as a whole.
Yeah, you saw the super chat thingy, like they enable that because they want to make money. It's not like they're not concerned about like helping you. I mean, yeah, it helps you, of course, like give you 70%, but
But
they
that's
will
an
keep it
illusion.
30%.
That's an
Yeah.
illusion. They
It's
take
just feeding their agenda.
30% off of what everybody makes on a super
Yeah,
chat.
let's say somebody donates
That's an
like
extra like
$500.
10 billion a year,
Yeah,
just
no,
off of your
think of the
30%.
$1 donations. How much you will actually get from that?
They take 30 cents, and also they will charge you a fee. So
Mhm.
like you will keep about 52 cents.
Mhm.
I've tested that.
So
I
they make
basically
it look
donated my
like
own
it's an
stuff.
illusion. It's like, hey, we're doing this for the streamers, but behind the scenes, if it was really for the
Yeah.
streamers, why are you
And
making most of
Streamlabs
the
is
money
such a
on it?
better alternative. Like, you know, the cut is like, it's so greedy. It's just so greedy, like, having such, you know, a much worse rate than other, like, you know, Streamlabs or other competitors in that regard. It's so greedy and so obvious, like.
And like they take like 55% ad revenue normally as well. Then the 45% goes to your network if you are with them, and they sneak a little f's. They also take some, but and so I mean, yeah, and who knows, like networks, it's just very kind of like, I'm not sure how they will work out. They say they will give you that percentage, but who actually knows like how much they will keep, right? Like they will tell you, yeah, you're gonna get that percentage, like 80%, and we'll keep it 20. Who knows? They will make it sound like you will keep it 80, but they can take it more.
But then there's the $1 fee and all that stuff, like,
They
yeah.
made Super Chat to take more money off the smaller channels because smaller channels can't pull anything from AdSense unless it's minimum $100. And if you're a small channel, do you have any idea how long it takes to get to $100 on AdSense?
I
Yeah.
know. I
Yes,
I
I
was
do.
there. I was
Yes,
there.
I
I
do.
know how it fit. I know how it is. I really know how it is.
It really benefits them in the long run. But that's good. That's fine. We know they're gonna make money. We know they're gonna make money. They were open about that, but then people don't know behind the scenes of what really goes on with Super Chat. So
Nothing wrong with making money. I mean, like the networks got to be maintained. There's
yeah, they gotta
hardware that needs to
maintain
be bought and
because
shit like
obviously
that.
we want them to keep going.
You know what I mean? But if you're ripping off the YouTubers like that, I mean, wow. I'm kind of
Think about it.
flabbergasted. Like,
Think about how much money they make. Can
Yeah.
you picture an actual number per year? And
No.
every year since they've been up, they've increased that number.
Yeah.
This is
That's the thing,
strictly,
like-
they don't have to buy supplies, you know, they have to maintain their servers, you know, it's cost, but it's very low cost. There's very low overhead.
long
For the
run,
amount
yes.
of revenue that they pull in, they probably spend about 10% on overhead and the rest is profit. They get
think about, like,
straight up
YouTuber
millions of dollars from companies to put their ads on millions of people's stuff. Oh, you put a song on your stream, we're going to sell an ad on it. Like, they get tons of money. And think about it. They keep increasing that. And now they're doing stuff behind our back to drive more money and drive less attention away from the smaller guys and keep the focus on the bigger guys who get them more money.
Nothing's gonna stop them being greedy though. It's like in recent years we always see, oh, this company is being greedy, they need to rise and meet their customers. Well, EA, you know, Electronic Arts, EA, Activision, YouTube, all these companies, they all do it. They're all greedy as fuck, and it seems to be without consequence because the thing is, no matter what you can say, oh yeah, but their fans are gonna give up on them and all that stuff. It's like, no, the majority are in there, hook, line, and sinker, and they know that YouTube has an established fan base. YouTube has these little kids who will keep coming back to the site, watching the terrible clickbait content that gets millions of views. And as long as, you know, as long as it's that majority and that's bringing them in money, they don't give a fuck. They milk more money because they can easily do it.
And the community keeps letting them get away with it. Like, every
Yeah.
time they release something, it just drops a new thing. Hey, I gotta buy this. A new camo? I gotta buy this. This new thing? I gotta buy this.
Yeah. This isn't just YouTube. This is just general, gaming companies. All that stuff, just big companies.
In
The
general,
money-
companies are
fucking
always
gem-
just
yeah.
keeping the money
And
flowing.
That's the thing.
That's
Too much of
okay,
this community,
but they're greedy
the
about
younger
it.
people. Yeah, and it's the younger people, the people who are like 12 with, you know, mummies with credit cards, going out on PayPal, $30 micro DLC, and it's like fucking. All those people will support the company more than all those people like yeah, you'll get your old people like, okay, yeah, we'll take a stand, we'll boycott this or not spend that, but it doesn't matter. All these big companies can just get away with it, and they'll keep getting away with it, and you can't influence the part of the community that are the problem. And it's
You
the same
can't
with
right.
YouTube.
You're
bigger
right.
part of the community because they'll just get bought the fuck out.
Your
Yeah, man.
model makes up a good point though. This is a business, and for them to sustain it, you have to keep raising and keep up with the cost of living and all that stuff. But I'm pretty sure with the amount of employees that they have, with the amount of support they actually give the community, they're making more money than they should. That's great.
Definitely.
That's amazing. That's
Yeah.
fine. We're not worried
Most of
about
the
how
thing-
much money they're making. We're worried about them just being fair with the people who they initially sold on an idea, and now they're changing that idea without letting us know. It's YouTube. Now it's their tube. It's YouTube Red,
Oh,
YouTube
that's
sponsored.
that's the name of the animal.
Your
when it comes to a
subscriptions
sale.
don't matter anymore because we're not going to show you that anymore. We're going to show you what gets us money. We're going to show you this 10 clickbait videos, and then you can go to your subscription and possibly type in his name and find it. And when you do, you might find you're unsubbed from that channel. That's why you can't find him in your subscriptions.
Dude, remember the time when like, I don't want to cuss. A dude would had like 1 million subscribers and would get like 500,000 views easily. And now that's nowhere to be like seen, right? Like how many times you see something like that? For example, PewDiePie has like over 50 million subscribers, but would get like 2 or 5 million views. That's a lot of views. Don't get me wrong, but that's the ratio is very bad if you get what I'm trying to say. And my channel is dead too. I'm not saying
It's a
anything.
5%
But like,
ratio, just
Do you mean
about.
someone like White Boy who's like dead as fuck now and irrelevant?
yeah, but I remember like everyone's channel was super alive, but now like everyone is basically super dead. But it's understandable. Like the new algorithm is like it's like all of your videos or your channel or your luck is in YouTube hands. Like 85% of whatever you put out depends on YouTube if they're gonna promote it or not. Because who really goes in sub boxes? Like of course like the OGs would go in sub box, but I mean
I never.
I have tested sometimes.
I don't go in
videos
sub
out there and-
boxes. I rarely
on
ever click on that
recommended.
box. I always go to the home page because that's where I usually see, streamers that I like to go watch. I just go and click on the homepage to see who's live. They should be there. If they're live, they should
You're there
freaking
right
be
now,
there.
it says. At the top for me, it says you're live. So I go on my homepage, I see sets, I see other people that I watch regularly, or I check my notifications. I don't really ever check my sub box.
For me,
that's
for
if
me,
I'm
it's
like,
not that.
that's if there's nothing in recommended. It's no shit, and that's like the last resort.
I
kind of
don't
thing.
usually see people live.
Yeah.
I don't
I
see
can see you
anybody
live right
live
now,
on my
so-
homepage right now.
Yeah, same.
And I'm pretty sure some of my friends are streaming. Now, if I click on my subscriptions, let me see.
On
Yeah,
see
yeah, all
on
the people
mobile,
that
it's pretty
should be on
hard.
my
Yeah.
homepage are there.
Yeah, that's true. I see one person, TGR live right now, and then when I go to subscription, I see Dalek, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
it
on
really
mobile, it's even
depends.
more brutal, bro. Like on mobile, the first thing that comes is the home page, and whatever is there, people would click on it. And if you go in your analytics and see where's like from where the traffic's coming from, you will see it's probably Android mobile. It's computer, it's very less. People that are on computer normally go in sub box, they know, but like on mobile, it's just
99, I think 90% of everybody is watching on a mobile device. When
Yeah.
you look in everybody's analytics, everybody can say that mobile users are majority of it.
yeah, and the first
Everybody
thing that
uses a
comes,
mobile,
it's
and
on YouTube.
I have to
It's
adapt
just
to that because I thought they see the thumbnail on a computer or something, so I had to stop putting so much text in my thumbnails. Like that's something I realized. A lot of people are on mobile devices. So many
Dude,
people watch right
it's
off their
crazy,
phone with
bro,
some
it's
headphones,
crazy.
and that's it.
It's
So-
crazy how much that is, and
They're not
I
gonna see
normally
it
go
on
in
their
my sub box
homepage.
all the time. Like Jen would say in the chat, like I also go in sub box, but like not many people go in sub box. It's like if you're a YouTuber, yeah, it's most likely you're gonna see your sub box, but if you're on mobile, then the homepage comes first, and whatever is there most likely going to be an attractive thumbnail and clickbait, and people would click on it. And if it's clickbait, you're not gonna get your answer, you're gonna be staying on the platform longer, and you're gonna search for answer, and then you're in the loop of clickbait. You will watch video,
You need to make your
and
thumbnails more simple. I tested that out yesterday, and I think that's the reason why that video did so good, Sets.
I told you, like, it's
YouTube is basically turning into Netflix.
Yeah, thumbnails are so delicate now, and they really shouldn't be.
All right, we're back on the clickbait. I'm saying YouTube itself is turning into Netflix. When you compare it to what they're trying to do, they're trying to separate the user channels. They want a kid-friendly version, and then they want you to be able to go in here, but they're doing it for you. They're not letting you decide, hey, I'm an adult, I want to go watch this, because even adults are getting unsubbed. Something's wrong with their algorithm. Maybe this will be fixed. Maybe, it's not fully launched, like Keem said in his video. It's not fully launched, but when it does, it could potentially block you from even typing up someone's name and them existing on YouTube if you don't fit their category. And they get shit wrong all the time. I know from personal experience of everybody being unsubbed. I've been unsubbed to people like Red Fusion and Pack-a-Puncher. Like, I'm subbed to these people, and I shouldn't be unsubbed. I didn't do it. And I'm of age to watch somebody like Pack and Red Fusion. Like, they can't tell me I can't watch anybody smoking weed or cursing or anything because I'm fine with it.
Think about what it'll do to the zombies community as far as guides, Easter eggs, steps being found. You go to search somebody up, you can't find them.
Yeah.
Dempsey curses like big time. Like if you never curse, like if you're
we know.
like me.
And the games curse too, so if the games curse, now they're going to age restrict certain games. They have a category where you select a game when you stream. So if you select a certain game, it'll only show it to certain people.
Dude, and also
it's not going to show it to somebody who just potentially wants to find it. It's just going to show it to those people who are fitting in their description of category. These are the people that are allowed to watch you, they're saying.
Yo, Sets and everybody, have you guys heard something like this? Like YouTube in future will self-tag your video where you don't have to tag your video manually. They will self-tag, which is in a way it's good because like
that's public knowledge though. That's public knowledge.
It's gonna save you time, and also the thing is that it's just no one knows how that will work. So like we will surely see some channels.
They could dumb down videos if they wanted.
Some channels will die, like for sure.
Yeah.
YouTube, that's the whole topic. YouTube is filtering out. They're gonna starve channels out. That's what they're doing basically. They're starving channels out of just, all right, maybe they'll give up in 6 months. They have all the time in the world for this to work. But at the end, their end result will be what they see YouTube is in the future. And what does that hold for us? They have the vision. We're the ones that drove them to this point. Every content creator participated in the success of YouTube. Everybody, no matter how much you put up, everybody using this website drives its success. And they're driving us away now. They're filtering us out. They don't want certain people. They just want money. It's a business. I get it. But it was an open platform. Are we going to start paying now to come on YouTube and use their platform? Are we going to start to access certain benefits like, hey, I just want my subs to get my video? Do I have to pay a subscription? Do I have to pay to upload now? Per upload?
Mm-hmm.
It's turning into a business. It's not an open platform no more. When you talk about it like this and they're making decisions for you, it crosses a line of I think civil rights. I think internet rights and all these other stuff. I'm not an expert, but I plan on getting somebody to talk to me about this and covering this more. The fact is, we all need to spread the word. Believe it or not, you have to ask everybody to stand together. You have to ask everybody to at least ask the questions. Like Keem said, ask questions and demand results. We need to ask, just like we did with the Ghost and Skulls, and we got our answers in our own ways.
Everybody should at YouTube and be like, what the fuck?
Everybody needs to do it, though. Not just the YouTubers, especially. The big YouTubers, the small YouTubers, everybody, if you're on YouTube, you should just at YouTube. The same way everybody did when the glitch happened.
They never will reply. YouTube will never. We need
to keep the pressure on it. They may say in situations like this, they wait. They'll wait a week. They'll wait a month. they'll wait till it blows over. But if the pressure doesn't stop, if they start getting affected, then they have to answer for it. They have to solve it so business can keep going as usual.
Well,
When
and
you
like you
throw a
said,
wrench in
it's
someone's
being
system,
forced
it
to all that
stops.
small business. Yeah.
What?
Just like you said, it's been forced to all that business, and the business is on all the scales. And if you're at the low end totem pole, it doesn't matter. You put that squeeze on it because it's a smaller amount of people that's going to be heard than if it's these big guys that are just literally not going to pay attention and do nothing about it.
Depends if the big guys care about
What
the
up,
little
Ninja?
guys.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, if those big guys don't even try and make their voice heard, nobody's going to get heard then. The little
But
guys will just keep
everybody,
stomping at the door and just get forgetting about.
The thing is,
like
why
big,
would
like
they?
PewDiePie or like Syndicate, they've all reported on this YouTube subs and something going crazy and YouTube's broken. They've been affected by this and they will be affected by it. But somebody said before, PewDiePie, he gets like 54 million subs, right? This definitely affects him. For him to make videos about it, it definitely affects him. Maybe not in a major way, because look at the how many people he had. Like, it's not gonna affect him that much. If he loses 5,000 out of 50-something million, that's fine for him. That's chump change compared to some people who lose. Like Dex said before, I know this guy who lost 7 subs. To him, that's like 500 subs.
Well,
You know what I mean? He earned all those. That was his bread and butter. People are proud of 30 subs. They hit these goals like 10 subs, 20 subs. They go, guys, please sub to me. I'm at 49 subscribers. I need 50. Like, I just want to hit that milestone. They're proud of that. Small, big, it doesn't matter.
Like it's an individual that would take their time to actually subscribe to your channel, right? Like I value one sub like it's everything, right? So I mean, I remember
we need people with tons and tons and tons of subscribers to regurgitate this message. You want something to regurgitate like everybody does on YouTube? Make a video about this. Make a video about it. It's not only clickbait, it's a trending topic. It'll benefit everybody, but in the long run, it's best for the community. If every YouTuber hopped on this train just like they did when the YouTube glitch train was happening, and every YouTuber knew it was a hot and trending topic, whether they cared or not or was affected or not, they reported on it because they wanted to get the views. This shouldn't be driven by that, but you'll get it anyway. And you should just get the word out. Every YouTuber, anybody who just has a channel. I seen tons of... How many channels did we see last night, Lunatic? Like 8, 9 pop up out of the woodwork with videos about this right away.
Yeah, immediately.
Everybody needs to get that word out. This is a call to action for the community. And then Skizzle thinks that we won't get results. But in the long run, we won't unless we stand united.
I think we're going to get results, but it's that if everybody goes at a like fast rate on Twitter and at like Susan and Team YouTube and YouTube creators, I guess that's when we can have like.
Do you want to put the Susan's Twitter in the Discord chat?
I'll find it. I'll find it.
Yeah.
Following her. Yeah, we really need to go at her because she is the YouTube CEO, and she sometimes replies. Yeah. Okay, hold up.
Yeah, I think everybody who watches this video, whether it's a live stream or a video later on, you should keep the pressure on. Set a reminder on your phone. Do 1 tweet a day. If everybody in the YouTube community tweeted Susan and YouTube 1 tweet a day, you would flood their systems. It wouldn't be too much. And just remind yourself every day. Let's ask, and again,
what up, Ninja?
Let's try to get an answer today. Let's try to get an answer today. Let's try to get an answer today. And hopefully, they'll feel the pressure. It'll grow. And hopefully the size of this can actually return us a result, or at least an explanation. At least a press conference or a comment, a statement, something. Something
any transparency.
Yeah.
Because we need transparency, because we've not seen any of it ever, and I don't know why.
I feel like
companies aren't more
transparency would be a
transparent.
really beneficial thing for them. Don't you
Yeah.
like it? Don't you like genuineness? Don't you like knowing that this is really what you're getting? You're not seeing an act. You just like realness.
Yeah.
Everybody respects
I wish
genuineness.
most companies in general, like I wish there was a lot more transparency in the way
Their
the big
business would
companies
go a
operate,
lot better.
and they could really please the community and make them happy to support a product or a platform. Like,
Well, most companies that are secretive, they're just really scared to let the consumer know because they're scared to let them know their profits. Because as soon as you know that YouTube's using it, they're creating 3% of Google's revenue, which is about $3 billion almost. It's like 2.68 or 2.88 or something like that. And if you found out that their revenue, their margins were in the 80, 70, even 60 percentile, you'd be like, dude, what the fuck? Are you kidding me? 60% of $3 billion is going to the owners? Like, why would I want to be on YouTube? Why would I want to support this? I don't even care about the platform anymore. They're just a bunch of greedy fucks. Why would I want to be with them? Excuse the language.
unless it's
Isn't
like
it a publicly traded company?
I'm not sure about that. Because what that implies to me, lack of transparency for companies, is it implies there's a lot of shady, weird behind the scenes shit going on that they would not like the public to find out, and that's just disappointing to see it from fucking everyone. EA, Ubisoft, Activision, those games companies included, but even YouTube as well. These platforms of entertainment. Now, is it just going to spread throughout? Or Netflix going to become shady in the future? Now, is this going to just spread out throughout every platform, every website? Just everything, is it all just going to be lack of transparency, all about the money, all about publicly traded companies and creating profits and pleasing shareholders? Is that the direction the entirety of the internet and media is going? Never mind just YouTube.
So we're seeing a really big change.
Oh yeah, that's been the agenda of the 1% since forever. Is please the shareholders. That's the name of the game. If our shareholders are happy, they're going to continue to invest. They're going to continue to give me money. I can continue to golf 6 days a week and ride my private jet.
Whether this is true or not, this is right now, as of right now, a rumor. Classified as a rumor because there's no evidence, but this is all we have. And this makes sense with what's going on. Rumors tend to sometimes become true. Not all rumors are false. And when you mix alcohol, excitement, and a convention at PAX, you have the right combination for the truth. You have the right combination. Now, whether we got the truth or not, all our speculations right now, we make very good, valid points. Every single person in here is on YouTube, either as a viewer or an aspiring YouTuber. Everybody's going to be affected by this if this rumor becomes true. So right now, don't get it confused. This is not 100% a fact. But this right now is all we have base to go on. And when you connect the dots, a lot makes sense. Not the shitty excuse that YouTube gave us a couple months back about glitches and sub-glitches. This makes tons of sense when coming to the realization of what's really going on with your channels. What's going on? Why everybody hit a bump, hit a ceiling at one point and went up and down, up and down. It was just ridiculous. So this is what all makes sense right now. Whether we get a clear answer, hopefully there'll be more developments either today, tomorrow, the next day. Hopefully we can get some clear answers. But I didn't want to make anybody in the chat sound like we were misleading them. I wanted you to understand that this right now is just a rumor. Just a rumor. But this is a scandal. This is usually what scandals come down to, is rumors tend to become true. So I really hope that this turns out to be false. I pray that it's false, but it's looking like it's true.
No, when I first heard that, like, I wasn't surprised at all. Like, when I heard this from Keemstar, I wasn't surprised. Like, deep down, I feel like it's real, but like, yeah, I hope it's false too.
Yeah, I wanna really, really, really hope that it's wrong.
I mean,
but it
is
makes
there
more
anyone
sense.
here at all who genuinely thinks this is false, or?
It makes a lot of sense. It really does.
I can't say that I think it's false. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't think it's
what
false.
everyone thinks in the chat. Like, one, if you think this is true. Two, if you think this is false.
Yeah,
Like,
let's see what you guys really think. Honest opinions. It's okay to disagree with our opinions too. If you guys think we're a bunch of crazy fucks, fine, say that. I don't care. But let us know what you really think. Do you think YouTube is pulling something shady behind its platform's back? It's not being
It
transparent.
wouldn't be the first time.
It wouldn't be the
From a
first time
business
too. There's a
from
track
business
record
perspective,
here.
is it smart to unsub a bunch of people and then not have the traffic going through those channels, getting that ad revenue for them?
That's why I'm saying the bigger people
They
have
got
to be
the
whitelisted,
homepage,
man.
they got the homepage locked up. They got the homepage locked up. They will promote videos that they want to promote, the videos that are clickbait, and basically a person would click on that video, he won't get an answer because it's clickbait. He will go ahead, search, or get to another video that YouTube will recommend to him to find answers, and that video is most likely gonna be clickbait. So like he's going to be in a loop. He's gonna be in a loop circle, watching more videos and more ad revenue. It's homepage. If you're hitting homepage, you're gonna make it. If you don't hit homepage, then you're not making it, because sub box is just like,
What up, Ninja?
if you have 1 million subscribers and YouTube doesn't push you out and you only stay in sub box, well, you're not gonna get that many views.
Yeah,
Sub
to be
box
honest with you, every time I log on to the YouTube on my mobile, I skip right over the homepage. I go to who I'm sub to see what everybody's doing first before anything.
Yeah,
That's
well,
awesome. That's awesome. I do the same.
Some
but a
people
lot of
have
people-
Likewise.
a routine like that, but that's not
Yeah.
everybody. When you condition us, because it's all about conditioning. Everybody's conditioned a certain way. Right now, we're all started from clicking on the homepage. We have a certain way of doing things that we were conditioned to. We're not, like Tim said before, we're used to a certain way. Some people now, like you guys were just new coming in a little while ago, and it's like you have a different perspective on how this is all going down. But Skizzle's been here for a minute. XPL's been here for a minute. Luna's just coming in too. You know, we've all been here our fair amount of time to see change. I've witnessed the change in YouTube, and I don't like it. I really don't like it. I think it's completely wrong that people work hard for this shit. People work hard for your subs.
Put a lot of time and effort into away from family and away from, like, you know, I'm away from my kid right now and I could be spending time with them. And if I put in all this work to YouTube and it's all for naught, why would I spend all that time away from my kid then?
Yeah,
You know,
exactly. I
it's
see
something
it
that's
as
so
that too.
important.
You know what I mean? They're taking the opportunity that was there and what YouTube was founded and designed, and the whole movement of it is that anybody can be able to do it and anybody can make it as long as you
put in the work.
stick to a certain, you put the regimen in, you put in the work. You know what? Hey, I'm a stay-at-home dad also, same thing. You know what? If I put in 4 hours of work, I want to get so many subs. I want to get so much content. I want this. I want that. You know what I mean? And if they're just going to sit there and be like, well, I'm going to feed this guy that's got, 50, 60,000 subs, more people, more clickbait, more shit like that, this guy's going to start to go up more in content, viewers, and everything
huge
else.
point. Look at some of the people that have been blowing up just insane recently, just even for the last a month or two, and how they've just been consistently blowing up while other channels are getting unsubs and this, that. They're pushing the subscribers, I think, to different people who would, I don't know, I guess promote them better. I really
They fit the category. They're pushing them to that category where they want them in. I've even come across people who noticed that they subbed to people that they never subbed to.
Yeah.
Wow, that's fucking ridiculous if that's true.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like I get notifications on mobile from people that I'm not sub to, and that's like, that tells you that Papa YouTube got them, man. So like,
Yeah. I get notifications for certain streams I didn't even know about. Like, freaking, there was a stream the other day of outer space and the planets or some crazy freaking stream that popped up on my phone.
Yeah.
I don't fucking sub to watch outer space. Like, I don't. But they notified me about that. There was 9,000 people in that stream. Just people watching, like, a camera from space.
yeah.
Oh, so nobody's been watching the giraffe? If it had a straight
I don't know, but I get notifications all the time for that.
I got
do
the
have-
one for the giraffe.
You're not the only one. Yes.
Yeah, well, and you got to remember too, though, they take all what you view and they link it together on everybody in the same grid. So they see, okay, well, they're a community. Okay, they all be able to link together in some form of way. Oh, you know what? Let's look at the general history of what they've looked at and viewed. Oh, well, you know, we'll map that now together, and we're just gonna start linking it everything so that way, like you said, that clickbait is just never ending. Dude, you click on one, and you click on the other, and you click on the other, and by the end of it, you just want to rip your head off.
I think the best way to describe this is they're doing one thing on one side and they're doing another on another side. You know how they tried to stitch together revelations from old maps and stuff, and there was a lot of bugs because you had to stitch them together and one thing didn't work overlaid on another thing? This is exactly like that. They're driving one thing to do something, and it's making another thing that they're another algorithm that's creating context or driving viewers towards, and it's impacting the subs. One thing is telling it to do one thing, and the other is contradicting it. You know what I'm saying? They want ad revenue, but now they have age restrictions. They have other things that don't work well with each other on YouTube. I think they're breaking it more by implementing all these things that, oh, let's tag your videos for you. Let's screw it, end clickbait. Do you really think that's gonna end clickbait?
Nah.
No.
Let me tag your videos for you.
Succeed will kill it.
No, some channels will die, I'm sure, and some channels will blow up like crazy. So
If you're on YouTube, right, and you didn't type up anything, but there's this juicy ass freaking thumbnail right there begging to be clicked on. Fuck a title, fuck a tag. I didn't search a tag. I didn't put in a keyword. I'm still gonna click on it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna see the clickbait. It's drawing me in. I don't have to tag it. They're gonna promote the clickbait.
It's actually a funny speculation you said there, Sets, is so I did programming in high school, and it's really funny that you brought that up because one part of the program can contradict it and actually screw up the entire program.
Yeah.
So you know, so when you make a blackjack game and you make a random number generator, you can't contradict the random number generator by putting in and trying to say like, oh, we can fix it to make it so somebody can win 21 every single hand. Because then it contradicts the random number generator.
Yeah.
So that's the same concept of saying like, oh, well, we're unsubscribing to this certain content, but we're going to make a clickbait to the same content, and then they're going to unsubscribe anyways when they click the subscribe.
Exactly. They're putting too many things that contradict each other in their algorithms, their codes. What they're trying to do, they're overlooking the problems, and they're just money. How do we improve this? How do we improve that? Like,
it could be
they're not really actually solving anything. They're breaking it more than they are. They had a beautiful website. YouTube is a place of funny videos, brings joy to people. People interact and entertain. This is a beautiful thing. Why would you even fix something that's not broken? It's not broken. You're just trying to adjust to squeeze it for as much as you can. And that in itself, you're choking it.
I'm convinced that YouTube is not broken. It's just that whatever they want, they will push out, and whatever they push out will get views and shit. So
they may choose what trends, because some of the dumbest fucking shit trends for no reason at all.
Yeah,
oh, absolutely.
How about that? Like,
Get the fuck out of here with that ignorant shit. Like, I'm so tired of that bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
And you know what's scary about that is now that you're saying that, what I'm thinking the algorithm in itself is saying for the to understand why people are hitting unsubscribe. This is just my speculation. You guys can tell me if it's wrong or you think it's wrong. But what they're doing is they're going through. I actually read the terms of agreement because I made a new YouTube channel, and they said we document everything that you say, we document everything that you type, and it's all putting onto a server. So what if they have an algorithm? Their algorithm is to say any offensive language, any bigotry, any racism, any sexism that's put into a stream or any type of content, they're in a certain list, and they're in like how.
Then you can't say the word weed. 'Cause I could be talking about a fucking weed in my lawn.
Exactly, but what if Sets is saying they're contradicting it by saying, okay, well, because he's streaming zombies, I kid you not, literally NoJ456, Dalek JD, Raffle Waffles, all the big YouTubers are going to be clickbaited, or they're going to be clickbaited into the drop down box of like, oh, recommended for you, recommended for you. But when I go to subscribe to Sets, because he's using a certain content, they're going to unsubscribe me to him. And then now I'm getting conditioned to go to Noah J456, Raffle Waffles, Dalek JD.
They're conditioning you for their front runners. The people that make them the most money, they want you to keep growing. They've seen PewDiePie's success, right?
Yep.
And they cater to him like no other. No other, okay? They loved him. Whatever scandal that went on recently, that whole bullshit with the Wall Street Journal, he took a big hit. And I feel like what they're doing is, how do we replace him, or how do we start driving people to those peaks where we don't just have one PewDiePie, where if he wants to be a brat, we got to cater to him. We can get 20 PewDiePies, and then if one of them gives us a problem, move on to this one, because they all make us the same amount of money.
Exactly.
They're driving the big guys up.
So many people upload on YouTube, and YouTube is at a point where they don't really care about an individual. Like, they're gonna move on. Like, you uploaded a video, doesn't do good, fine, we're gonna push out another one. Like, who cares about your video? Like, they're getting a lot of videos uploaded to their site, and there are a lot of YouTubers, so they are good in terms of like people uploading to their side. Like,
there's too many corners in this fucking square room, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, they are good with content. They don't need more people, but of course they know like more people will be on. They need more viewers, but not in a lot of content creator. But I mean, they're only gonna push out creators that they know.
Well, they have an audience. They know this. They have an audience. They know that millions and billions of people come on YouTube a day, and they're so spread thin that what if they only targeted 2 million people on YouTube that do YouTube, and let's drive all this traffic to those 2 million. You get bigger percentages off their ad revenue share. It's all around beneficial for the company itself, the people who work for them, and you get to kind of close in that little inner circle. Now you have the 1%, and the rest of them don't matter.
Somebody told you to go look at Mikey's picture in Discord at the bottom. It's a screenshot of Skizzles. I think that's what it is.
I will repost them to put it at the bottom.
Hey, Mikey, yo, man, appreciate that. Appreciate you, Southern.
There you go. Thank you, Mikey.
Oh, I don't think that was for a sub. Look at what it says. It says error, please try again.
It says error, please try again. So he clicked on subscribe.
My channel's dead. It's happening. Quick, somebody.
Somebody sent me something on Twitter too recently. Somebody was saying that they were clicking on the live stream, and it's like stopping them right now. It's like stopping them. They got to keep refreshing. I'm noticing a drop in viewers too, because something's going on with YouTube right now. He asked me, is it showing YouTube has a little problem? Dude, this is showing you how YouTube is a little broken.
I swear I checked my analytics and whatnot, and
they're onto us.
He can't click play. He's trying to click play, and he's not. He's you see it tapping. He recorded the whole thing. Yeah. He's trying to pull up chat. It's not letting him.
Yo, I gotta find my own videos where I may have cursed. Like, I gotta delete that video and be like, hey guys, it's your YouTuber here. Today we're gonna play Minecraft.
I'm gonna say the word fuck, and now Seth is on a list where 13 and unders can't fucking watch him anymore.
Exactly. That's what I think they're doing with that algorithm.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. That's his doing. Like you're saying, they're contradicting other algorithms.
But that's messed up, because at the end of the day, the kids is cursing more than us adults now.
Yeah, absolutely right. The kids are way worse than age. How do you put an age restriction on freedom of speech? Especially when you got kids 12 years old talking about fucking pussy this and fuck this shit. And I've met the worst bunch of them. I've met the good ones and I've met the bad ones.
More than I do.
I never curse.
They all have fucking Tourette's, guaranteed.
Well, at the end of the day,
because they want to be an adult, they think it's cool. We were all kids once. We did it for the same reason.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I'm
At the
Andy,
end of
look
the
at
day,
me. Fuck
we
you.
know that YouTube is doing something shady. I think we've covered
Watching
the basic
profanity.
topic of it.
Yeah.
I think
I
what
think going
everybody
back
needs
to-
to do is have their own discussion on their own channels. And reach out to some friends of yours. Even if you don't have channels, reach out to some friends of yours and see what their opinions are. If you know anybody from a legal standpoint, if you got somebody you talk to from YouTube, I know we had somebody in here who has a YouTube connection. I'm asking him to talk to them, and I will get further information about this. Do some more pressure. Put some pressure on your own communities. When you stream, mention this to them. Ask them to tweet at YouTube. Ask them about this whole age gate and the scandal that's going on. Are they going to be transparent with us? You know?
And
Like
What's up?
if they don't, I'm not sure if you guys, like, have you guys heard like PewDiePie said that he contacted YouTube, but YouTube wouldn't give him answers. So I mean, I'm not sure if he was told to keep his mouth shut, or he was being absolutely real. But if he was being real, then the thing is like if they don't answer PewDiePie, then yo.
Yeah, but PewDiePie's one guy, and he's just
He's
recently involved in a
exactly.
scandal. If we get the community behind us, it has to be more than 1,000 people, more than
Yep.
3,000 people, more than 80,000 people. Like it has to be
Gotta be the
a
majority.
significant number of the users on their website demanding that they want to know if this is true or not. And remember, this is all based on a rumor. Hopefully, we'll get further evidence later on. When this develops, we're going to cover it. We're going to go in, we're going to talk about it. I'm going to bring as much evidence as I can to the table on both sides of the case. I don't want to be biased about it because, like I said, I keep saying this is based on a rumor. But in those circumstances that rumor was told, a lot of rumors tend to come true. And then it had the recipe for the truth. You have the recipe for the truth, especially at a convention. And these are credible sources. When you got people coming around and asking these questions, they wouldn't ask it for no reason. And it makes a lot of sense to the entire community when we've gotten an answer and that made no sense. This makes way much more sense. Maybe just because we want it to make sense. Maybe we're fucking crazy. But who gives a shit? We need to at least ask them to be transparent about it. If there's secret things going on with these sub glitches and these programs removing people from our channels, that was their choice. It's also a choice. It's not a choice for you to make, YouTube. It's a choice for the consumer to make. And at the bottom line, at the end of the day, if this impacts anybody's revenue, if you're directly taking away from somebody, that's basically robbery. It's basically robbery. If you're not clear of what you're supposed to do, but you're taking away from them, basically robbery when it comes down to it. How can you follow the rules if you don't know the rules? That's number one.
I mean,
And if you're suffering for something that they're not telling you, that's not your fault. That's completely on them. But I'm gonna end this here, where I'm gonna say this. We do have one final word from my buddy Crash Power, since he couldn't be here today. He's busy. I'm gonna play this for you guys, and everybody on the count of 3, we're gonna have a like spike, and fuck it, cursing or not, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Everybody in the stream, smack that freaking like button for your buddy Crash Power right here.
Like Spike, I don't give a damn, but the graphic didn't look good, because I was watching porn when I made it. Like Spike. Hit that fucking like button.
Yo, what is up with YouTube, man? Like, I did
Shout
a
outs to
private stream last
Crash.
night. Sets, your delay is like 30 seconds. Usually it's like 9.
You're watching the stream, and we're on Discord. But that's fine. It's good. YouTube is always 30-second delay when it comes from OBS. I'll fix it later. But I'm going to exit this now. Smaller channels, bigger channels. Don't think that you don't matter. That's what I'm going to say on the last of this. If this discourages you, look for something to push forward and maybe find a new niche. Maybe work a way around the algorithm. Make your own assumptions. Try not to curse too much if you're trying not to, lose a lot of subscribers. Just, don't let this get you guys down, is all I'm saying. Keep pushing forward, but ask your communities to join in on the question and ask for answers. I'd really appreciate it if everybody in this live stream went out to their friends and started spreading the word. Word of mouth is what's going to do this. Word of mouth is what's going to happen. So I appreciate all you guys for coming on. Everybody, definitely go check out everybody you see on the screen right now. I appreciate all of them for coming on the stream. Hopefully we can raise this conversation again and get more of the community involved. Bigger channels, more people with more exposure. But that's it for now, guys. I appreciate you for coming in, talking about it. XPL, shout out to you. Tim Kane, Sonic, Skizzle, No Thumbs Crew. We got Ninja Tuna in the building, a.k.a. Chris. We got Chaotic, Mikey the Player, Maniac Killer, Lunatic, and my buddy Blast King and Blame Rob. I will see you guys on the next stream.
Everybody.
Until then, my final word is this. Ask for answers, guys. I didn't really want to go too much over. There's not really much to cover about it. This is all a rumor, like I said. This is a rumor that could impact every single person who uploads to YouTube daily. Whether you vlog, whether you game, whether you do anything on YouTube. This could potentially affect you and your growth. So I just suggest everybody to ask for answers, and hopefully we get a clear answer. But until next time, I hope you guys enjoyed this conversation. I hope you guys enjoyed this talk. I know it was a little crazy with so many people in here, but I like the fact that everybody is in here, and it gives a wide range of perspective of what's going on. Everybody has their own opinion, and their opinions are completely respected here. Whether they think this is wrong or not, whether they agree or not, it's all on them. But I respect everybody to give this conversation some substance. And I appreciate everybody that tuned in, gave out their information. I will see you guys on the next stream. I'm not sure if I'm going to stream later on today. To be honest, it's my mom's birthday. So I'm going to go hang out with my mom. I honestly think I'm just going to take today and go hang out with my mom and just enjoy her birthday with her. But I will be back. Maybe later on, we'll do something. But if not, I'll be on tomorrow, guys. And I'm going to do a couple of helping sub games. So just hit me up on Twitter. You already know I love you all to death. It has been another great podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys on the next one. If I'm not your favorite ninja, I'm your favorite YouTuber's favorite YouTuber. Peace out, guys.